Laura, and I'm here to share some of my favorite Usborne books for babies and toddlers that you might enjoy for your little ones. This is one of Usborne's best sellers. It's called There's a Mouse About the House, and there's another one with a squirrel. This little mouse is stuck inside of the cover of the book with a little pouch, and you'll be able to move it throughout the book to show your child how the mouse discovers all sorts of places in the house. So a hungry mouse came out one night to look for food. "I'll try the kitchen first," thought the mouse, and disappeared through a crack in the floor. And you can see the little mouse comes in through a crack in the book and goes through your story and follows the dotted line until it goes through this crack in the floor on this first page. I'll lift it back up for you. As it goes through the crack in the floor, you'll turn the page and see that it's peeking through, ready for the next line in the story. So the mouse travels through the whole book. Another great thing about this book, if you're worried that you might lose the mouse, on the back, Usborne has included a little template so you could always make another mouse to replace yours. That's our first book. Another great book that children love, if you're thinking of little babies who like to interact with their books, this is a board book with a wonderful hard, sturdy cover, and the pages, of course, are thicker. And this book has lots of flaps. So this is a farm or a baby animal book, and your child will be able to lift the flaps and peek behind. Another thing that my baby who's 1 enjoyed about this book, all these little holes give you a little preview of the next page, but it's perfect for a baby's little fingers to pull and turn the page, and they'll discover these little holes before you might even realize they're there. So these are colorful pictures. They're very engaging with lots that you can talk about. You can share the sounds the animals make and peek and find them throughout a book like this. Usborne also has a wonderful guarantee on their flap books. If you think maybe an older sibling or a curious baby would pull a flap off, they're always replaced at 50% of the cost. And if there's ever damage when you receive your book, it's replaced at 100% of the cost. Let me show you another. This is another bestseller, and this is a series. There are so many titles just like this. It's called That's Not My, and this one happens to be That's Not My Pony. So it goes throughout the story telling you why this pony isn't my pony. Its mane is too fluffy. Your child will feel the fur. That's not my pony. Its saddle is too squishy, and there's a great texture that's squishy on this page. That's not my pony. Its patches are too velvety. You'll be able to feel the soft velvet. That's not my pony. Its hooves are too bumpy, and you can feel some bumpy hooves. It goes on until the last page says, that's my pony. Its nose is so soft. And one reason this is a bestseller, it's so engaging for little children. The picture takes up the whole page. The outlines help them really focus in. The illustrations are pretty simple. It's not too busy. And the background is always colored. I've been told that this helps with the visualizing the pictures to have a background contrast to the main picture. Another great thing, if you have older siblings and little babies, your older child will probably be able to read this or figure out the pattern pretty quickly, and they'll feel really excited to share books with the baby in your family. This book is my baby boy's favorite book right now. He points and groans and he's always ready. It's a great book that has wonderful pictures and a wonderful educational story, but also noise, which he enjoys a lot right now. So it goes through the Usborne Noisy Orchestra, the parts of an orchestra. This first part shows all the different string instruments. It shows the different animals that are playing the instruments and gives you the story that the dog's harp makes a gentle fluttering sound. The zebra's cello sounds flowing and smooth. And then you can listen to the strings on this page. I'll let you listen. They're not too obnoxious. So even though we might hear that multiple times in a day, it's a sound that's pleasant for parents and children. It goes on and shows you the woodwind family, the brass family of instruments, the percussion family, and then it finishes with the full orchestra of animals playing together. And we've really enjoyed this book. It's also very sturdy, like a board book. It's obviously a lot larger than this size, but it has these raised parts at the top that make it really easy for little children to turn the pages and grasp on. So that's another wonderful quality of this book. Two more are left. Usborne has a wonderful line of interactive activity and sticker books. This is a sticker book though for their youngest children. It's called a first sticker book. So if you're looking and you want one for toddlers, you'll want to choose one that's called a first sticker book. This one happens to appeal to boys, which maybe not what you typically think in a sticker book, but this one is all about cars. So you'll get a blank page, two-page spread, and then you'll find corresponding cars that will fit perfectly at the racetrack. So this one says at the racetrack, and a parent can help find the page, and here are all the cars and the people that could go on the racetrack, and you'll be able to peel those off. These are large stickers, perfect for little hands and colorful, and they could fit all around the racetrack. So this sticker book has multiple pages, a car factory, cars in the mountains. It goes on, and then on the other side of the sticker pages are even more car pages. So those stickers can be removed and you'll have a full book, city streets, on and on. So this is a wonderful sticker book, good for busy little hands when you're on a car trip, in a doctor's office, a place where you just need some time to keep them busy, but you might be able to supervise a little bit. The last book for older toddlers, even up to preschoolers, this is one of our bestsellers called The Complete Book of Farmyard Tales. They're wonderfully illustrated stories. It includes a CD, so your child can hear it as they read along. And multiple stories are compiled together in this one book. So it's a great value to get so many stories in one book. It starts out with the story of Pig getting stuck, and it will tell you all about the family at Apple Tree Farm and the things that are happening. This is also called a dual reader, so when your child gets older, they'll be able to read the simple text at the top and feel a lot of success with that while you're reading along at the bottom to keep the story moving. It is time for breakfast is an easy line. They could pick out the sight words it is and for, and you help along the way by telling the story as well down at the bottom. So this is a great book that children love, and like I said, it includes so many stories in one. I hope you've enjoyed listening, and I'll tell you more later.